Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the English News of Binh Phuoc radio, television station, and newspaper. I'm Binh and I'm happy to introduce you the top story for today. All employees have level 2 electric identification account. Binh Phuoc developing ethnic minority area. Prime Minister welcome OECD Secretary General. Hong Kong is the visa rule for Vietnamese citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, according to a report on the result of a 90-day campaign to activate electronic identification account for eligible citizens, all officials and employees in Binh Phuoc province now have level 2 EID account.
As of September 20th, the province has received applications from more than 607,500 people out of its total of 859,500. Applications for EID accounts for citizens meeting level 1 and 2 requirements have increased by 342,000 since June 19th. Over 320,600 of the 502,700 level 1 and 2 EID accounts have been activated, reaching 64% of the target and an increase of 220,500 since June 19th. Under the target, each officer, civil servant, and armed force personnel member is to instruct at least 10 local people on registering and activating level 1 and level 2 EID accounts. The guidance campaign ended with over 188,500 accounts being activated. The provincial police force guided the registration of and activated over 102,400 accounts, accounting for more than 54%.
Sustainable investment, a focus on communes, villages, and hamlets with special difficulty, and priority being given to poor households and particularly difficult ethnic minority areas from part of the Provincial Party Committee Standing Board instruction on implementing the National Target Program for Socio-Economic Development in Ethnic Minority and Mountainous Area.
The instructions state that investment in the comprehensive development of ethnic minority and mountainous areas is also investment in sustainable development, ensuring progress and social justice, and is an important factor in strengthening the great national unity bloc in the province. Binh Phuoc has set a target of reducing the rate of poor households in ethnic minority areas by 1.4 to 2% each year, and ensuring that all households have access to the national electricity grid and other appropriate power sources by 2025. Other goals include preserving traditional cultural values and identity of ethnic minority groups, and training, planning, and developing a team of ethnic minority officials, ensuring that the ratio of officials, civil servants, and public employees in ethnic minority areas is consistent with the ratio of the ethnic minority population in each locality. The plan also sets a goal that by 2030, all villages and hamlets in ethnic minority and mountainous areas are to have sufficient infrastructure to meet socio-economic development requirements.
The TMA Hydropower Co stock company is becoming a role model in Binh Phuoc province in proactively improving capacity in fire prevention and firefighting and rescue operation.
Turning off gas tanks, extinguishing fires, and providing first aid to victims form part of the fire prevention and firefighting and rescue skills that employees at TMA Hydropower Co stock company regularly attend training to acquire. Over recent times, the company has paid special attention to fire prevention and firefighting, along with rescue operations. The company has maintained a grassroots fire prevention and firefighting team with 59 members who are ready to extinguish any fires or deal with any explosions. The team also coordinates with the units in Phuoc Long Town to rescue victims and support functional forces to extinguish fires as soon as possible, thereby contributing to minimizing loss of life and property.
Ladies and gentlemen, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính on October the 27th received Matthias Cormann, Secretary General of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development in Hanoi, on his attendance at the OECD Southeast Asia Ministerial Forum 20 and 23.
Prime Minister Chin thanked the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development for their support and close coordination with Vietnam, which has contributed to the success of the forum as well as the Vietnam Investment Forum, OECD 2023. He suggested the organization give more policy recommendations to Vietnam, focusing on such areas as carbon emission reduction, high technology, digital transformation, and innovation, among others. For his part, Corman expressed his impressions on the economic silver linings created by Vietnam for the gloomy world economic picture. He thanked the country for its close coordination, and congratulated it on the successful organization of the OECD Southeast Asia Ministerial Forum for 2 consecutive years as Southeast Asia Regional Program Co-Chair, opening up new cooperation orientations between the OECD and regional countries in the time ahead. On the sidelines of the OECD Southeast Asia Ministerial Forum 2023, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh received Caroline Turk, Country Director of World Bank for Vietnam. The Prime Minister proposed that the World Bank provide flexible modes of financial assistance to Vietnam to meet the country's diverse needs for capital. He suggests the bank prioritize the implementation of large projects in transport infrastructure development, renewable energy, smart agriculture, low carbon emissions, digital transformation and climate change response. Agreeing with the Prime Minister's proposals, World Bank officials said that the World Bank will coordinate closely with Vietnamese ministries, branches and localities to promote projects. As the Prime Minister has mentioned, she also hailed that Vietnam has achieved many outstanding achievements in economic growth and macroeconomic management, amid many global economic uncertainties. Also on the day, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh received the Governor of Japan's Gunma Prefecture, Yamamoto Ichita. Prime Minister Chin proposed that the Gunma Prefecture strengthens cooperation with Vietnamese localities, while encouraging its businesses to invest in Vietnam, and creating favorable conditions for the Vietnamese community to live, study and work in the locality. Agreeing with the Prime Minister's opinions, Governor Yamamoto Ichita said that he would continue to coordinate with ministries, branches and localities, to continue organizing cultural activities and festivals between the 2 countries and localities of the 2 countries, further promote economic cooperation and human resource training with Vietnam.
The Vietnamese embassy in the United Kingdom and the New Haven Town Council inaugurated the renovations of bronze statues of President Ho Chi Minh at the New Haven Museum.
This is part of activities to celebrate the 110th anniversary of President Ho Chi Minh's arrival in the UK, 1913-2023, and the 50th founding anniversary of the Vietnam-UK diplomatic relations. Addressing the ceremony, Ambassador Nguyễn Hoàng Long stressed that even though the period President Ho Chi Minh lived and worked in the UK was not long, it was significant in shaping his political ideology and laid the foundation for the present flourishing strategic partnership between the 2 countries. Before the inaugural ceremony, the visiting Vietnamese delegations lit flowers at the memorial of President Ho Chi Minh in West Quay of New Haven Harbor.
The Hong Kong Special Administrative Region China had decided to issue walking visa to Vietnamese citizens and ease visa rules for business people and tourists from the country from October the 25th. This is considered an important milestone in promoting relations between the 2 sides.
Previously, due to a number of reasons, Hong Kong maintained a visa restriction policy for Vietnamese workers, businessmen and tourists. This has more or less hindered the promotion of relations between the 2 sides. The new visa policy, therefore, is expected to make drastic changes. The relationship between Vietnam and Hong Kong has been maintained and developed strongly in recent years. Hong Kong's new visa policy will certainly contribute to further developing the relations between the two sides in the coming time.
And that's all for the news today. Thanks for watching BPTV News. Goodbye and see you next time.